Hi cyberspace! I'm in the middle of packing and crazy stuff is happening because I'm moving into college on Saturday, and right now I'm filming this Thursday night. It's almost Friday. So you're not getting the Doctor Who video yet because I'm a fail, basically. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Don't expect the Doctor Who video for a while. It will come eventually, but it's gonna take a while. No, I look like a mess. I just got out of the shower, so that's why my hair is kind of wacky. Anyway, the point of this video is kind of a book, movie, play review. The Globe Theatre in London, obviously, last season did Henry IV, Part 1 and 2, some of Shakespeare's histories, and they filmed them, and I had the pleasure of going to a nearby movie theater that was graciously showing the filmed versions of Henry IV 1 and 2. Henry IV Part 1 was a couple weeks ago, and actually just tonight was Part 2, and it was really excellent. So much fun to kind of like go to the Globe without actually like being in London and going to the Globe. I mean, obviously it's not the same. You're not surrounded by groundlings and 600 other people. You're not, you know, 5 inches from the actors, but it's still a pretty awesome experience to watch, you know, the Globe come to life in front of you, even if it is just on screen. So anyway, the plays that I saw, amazing. They were so good. I had the extreme pleasure of reading Henry IV Part 1 in my Shakespeare class last semester, and it kind of jumped to the top of my Shakespeare favorites list. It was an amazing play to read, and as I found out a few weeks ago, it's a really amazing play to watch as well. It's probably better if you actually see it. I mean, reading Shakespeare is one thing, reading it out loud is something different, but actually seeing it is just pure genius. Henry IV Part 1. The King, Henry IV, is actually not my favorite character. He's not even the main character. My personal favorite character is his son, Prince Hal, who I adore. I love Prince Hal. He's one of my favorite Shakespeare characters ever. He goes from being this complete scoundrel at the beginning of Part 1. I mean, he's a thief, he drinks, he, you know, hangs out in taverns with these, like, low-life people and these other thieves. It's hysterically funny, and he's incredibly witty, and he's so clever, but you kind of get the feeling that he's kind of like a waste of space. Like, the king hates him. He's like, oh my god, what is my son doing? He's totally dishonoring his family and our name and himself and everything. And by the end of Part 1, you kind of see Hal, you know, becoming something better than what he was. He's growing up a bit. And in Henry IV Part 2, that becomes really evident, the continuation of his journey, and he's, you know, kind of coming down off this high that he's been on. You know, he's been high on life for all this time. Now he's kind of coming back down to the real world and, you know, becoming a king. And then in Henry V, actually becomes like this amazing king, and he's wonderful. But the thing about Part 2 that's not as good as Part 1 is, well, Hal's not in most of Part 2, but Falstaff, who is kind of like Hal's bad father. Falstaff is this thieving, whoring, witty, hysterically funny, but ultimately really terrible person. And he, at the beginning of Part 1, kind of has Hal under his wing. You know, they're best friends, and they're, you know, thieving together and drinking buddies, and Falstaff is kind of Hal's mentor in the underworld. In Part 2, obviously Hal is spending more time with his real father, the king. He's spending more time with his brothers, he's learning how to become a king, and Falstaff kind of gets left by the wayside. And to deal with his kind of estrangement from Hal, he kind of goes a little crazy, and he gets really annoying. In the version that we just saw, he's played by Roger Allam, who's an amazing actor, and I truly respect him for his craft. He's wonderful, and he played Falstaff perfectly. There was just enough sympathy that you could actually feel bad for him, but at the same time he's terrible. You laugh at him, and you laugh with him, and you just laugh. They're an amazing set of plays. If you ever get the chance to see them, definitely see them. Part 2 is a little bit more subdued. It's more toned down. It's a little sadder, obviously. Things are calming down a bit in part 2 versus part 1, which is just an uproarious ride. It's hysterically funny. You laugh every other scene, and it's just a wonderful place. And if you get the chance to see the Globe 2010 versions of them, which is the ones that I watched tonight and a couple weeks ago, definitely go for those. I haven't seen any other versions, so I don't know if like the Kenneth Branagh version is any better. Laurence Olivier, I'm sure, did one, but I don't know about them, so I can't review those. I can't say those are better or worse, but the Globe 2010 helps. Little bonus that Prince Hal is so hot. But anyway, if you ever get the chance to see the Globe 2010 version, definitely go for it. If not, any version of part 1 will be absolutely wonderful, because it is an absolutely wonderful play. That's pretty much it for now, and I will see you hopefully on Wednesday. I might pick a different day. I have to look at my schedule for this year. Wish me luck moving into college, and I'll keep being nerdy and reading Shakespeare and basically waxing poetic about the wonders of Shakespeare. I'll keep being nerdy, you keep being nerdy, and I'll see you next time. Bye!